Hey guys, thank you for joining me today for our fifth scheduled recorded AMA with two of our great projects that we've had with the Gold Farm. Well, one we've had with the Gold Farm for quite some time. That's going to be WenCyberTruck. And then we do have a secondary project coming to pop in a little later, which is JokerCoin, which is brand new to us. Just to explain a little bit about the Gold Farm, we are a farming as a service protocol. That just means that we allow projects to open and deploy a farm on our website just to be able to kind of cross market and get to know each other a little bit further. We do these AMA sessions. So I'm actually going to get one kicked off here with WenCyberTruck this morning. We do have a lead dev in the house with us. And just for sake of time, we'll go ahead and get this moving along. So welcome with us. Oh, I do just see your name here is M. What do we refer to you as?
Yeah, M's cool.
M's cool. All right. That's what we got. So I got M from WenCyberTruck. They've been around for a little while. I'm going to just let them explain their project a little bit further with the first question, and that is if you could briefly explain what your project brings to the DeFi table that's unique, M.
Yep. Okay. So we're obviously we're based on the Binance Smart Chain, like a lot of other tokens. Our contract was completely self-built, so it's not forked from any other projects. We built it in-house. Same with our website, and a lot of things we do are built. The team of devs, so to speak, is quite diverse. We work a lot with Java, React, and one of the things that we've been starting to do is try and develop games that interact with the smart chain or Web3, which is the wallet connect that we use for, I don't know, if you do a trade in PancakeSwap or you enter a yield farm, you generally use the Web3 to connect your wallet. So that's kind of the overview of what we do as a token.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. When did you guys launch?
That's a good question. Oh man, you've caught me out on that one. I would say we launched in, I think we launched in May or June. I actually can't really remember now.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I agree.
We launched about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks before the market crashed is when we launched. That's what I remember.
There's your telltale sign. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Now I know you already have a game out there. If you could just briefly share with us, what are some of the recent successes you've had since launch? I know the game's going to be one of them, but just share with us some successes that you've had before this next breakout.
Yeah, of course. So basically, what happened is we launched really as a bit of an experimental token, so to speak. We did some stuff like a voting protocol. We were mainly diving into how we use Web3. Then what we did is we were suggested to make some arcade games, and we're fortunate enough to have the capabilities to do it. So we built a couple of self-built arcade games where we ran through some high scores and launched some competitions. More so, I mean, they're quite basic. They're built in let's say an 8-bit style artwork. So quite old school arcade games. And the idea, the concept was more how we can allow high scores to interact with Web3, and more importantly, how you, so to speak, how you can encrypt it, the security behind it. There's a lot more behind the scenes that people don't see, which was the reason we made these games. It worked out. We did some competitions with Gold Farm. We're looking into doing some competitions with Feg, and we kind of what we then started to do was develop an MMO game based around the smart chain and Web3. So that's kind of where we got to now. We picked up. We were very lucky when we launched. We got our partnership with you, which is probably one of our biggest successes. And then we also looked into working with Feg, etc.
That's perfect. So I know that there's at least two games out, right? I think I played 2 games.
Yeah, they're two arcade games, and they've been a little bit of fun. They were built purely for fun, nothing else. For us, it was more of an experiment. We were looking at potentially launching a third. but there's a bit of a divide between development time. Do we try and launch a third one, or do we concentrate on the MMO, so to speak?
Well, what's your thought there? I guess that's a really great question. You just kind of asked yourself.
Yeah. For our side, we'd prefer to continue developing the MMO. So
Awesome.
there's it's a much bigger goal for us, is the MMO, and considering the market conditions right now, it seems it's the best route for us to go. The market for altcoin or meme coins is let's say we're kind of in the next cycle, so to speak. So it's a lot of the major coins are working, which gives the meme coins a little bit of time before the market comes back around to them. And we'd like, when the market does come back around, is that we're in a very strong position, if that makes sense.
Makes a ton of sense. Leads me into one of my last questions for you, which is, going into the end of this year, and the market is heating up. What do you guys have planned for your holders or your investors, as far as marketing or what's coming, just to kind of push through this end of this year and drive the price a little bit?
I'm glad you've asked. So our main goal, you'll notice in our chat, so to speak, we've been let's say less active than other tokens throughout the past quarter. A few of the devs, including myself, has been through quite a few different cycles of crypto. So we're pretty used to the process and how the cycles work. And what we realized, and this with a kind of huge respect to a lot of other tokens, there's some massive tokens doing incredible things right now, but any news and announcements that they're producing just don't kind of end with any outcome. Their market cap isn't growing, their holders are not growing. They're kind of announcements for trying to keep their current holders entertained, so to speak. Our current holders, we're very fortunate that we have a really strong, small, tight-knit community. A lot of them seem to have been in the market for quite a long time, so they kind of understands the cycles of crypto and where we are in the market right now. So what we want to do is we have we've made different things in preparation for the MMO. So like a white paper, updated website, land sales, and a full FAQ on how everything will operate. Well, this is what some of them are kind of finished, some of them we're still working on. What we want to do is, by the time the cycle swings back around to the meme coins, that we have a lot of information that we can produce in a small spurt of time. Hype tends to happen in really short periods. It doesn't last a really long time. So we'd like to have all the information available at that moment that the market swings back around, which we're hoping is going to be towards the end of the year, really, for the meme coins. Like I say, I've seen a lot of announcements from a lot of tokens, and just because of the market conditions, nothing's happening for them. And same with a lot of games that I've seen developed as well. We follow quite closely other gaming tokens just to see their progress, how their market cap's affected, and they're throwing out announcements, but market conditions their market caps are just dropping. So prefer to kind of hold on to the announcements, so to speak, at the moment.
That's great. No problem. I can respect that and appreciate that. I do hope that you're right and everything's kind of flowing back downhill here at the end of the year. That's what it feels like. So it's an exciting time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of it should, at some point, Bitcoin needs to obviously continue to grow. The major coins need to grow massively, and then there needs to be a point of where Bitcoin isn't, all the purchase, buys and sells aren't as dominant in Bitcoin, so to speak. And then it should flow into altcoins, and then the major meme coins, which is kind of like Feg, SHIB, SafeMoon. And then it gets into real meme coin season, which is kind of what we had in, I suppose, February, March, April this year.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah, we're all just very crazy.
I do have a couple follow-up questions. I actually had some people send me some questions, so I'm excited. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so your name is WenCyberTruck.
Yes.
This is an interesting question. Have you seen the recent news that the Cybertruck pricing was all pulled down from the Tesla website. And are you still pursuing anything with the Cybertruck?
The funny thing about the WenCyberTruck, the reason we created the name was mainly due to that stupid sound of Wen Lambo. It's meant to really be picked up on the meme side of things. Now, what's funny is Musk tweeted out something, I don't know, about 2 months ago about a Cybertruck. And it was one of the like, he doesn't often tweet about Cybertrucks. This is the funny thing. And when he did, typically thousands of people try and buy a Cybertruck token. We're relatively well established, and same with when you Twitter search Cybertruck, all you'll see is us. It should, as the Cybertruck kind of comes more and more popular and closer to the market, it should work really well for us. And based on the tweets that are going to start coming out, it should actually all time in quite nicely. The Cybertruck thing as well is we've been asked if we'll do a giveaway at some point, which is pretty cool. Something we want to do. We're just waiting for the damn thing to be released, which is taking a long time. So
I mean, I personally want one. I'm just terrified about what the price tag is going to be now.
This is, yep, we can understand. We'd love to give one away at some point. I mean, that would be an awesome competition. But it's the same. It's the same thing there. It depends what the price is. Obviously, it depends on whether you can give one away. And we're not really a token based on false promises. It doesn't really get you anywhere. So it's not something we'll announce without being able to do it properly.
Well, that's awesome. I really appreciate you sharing a bunch about WenCyberTruck with me today. I mean, it's been good to hear you. I'm glad to see things are still moving forward. One question I had, you mentioned the word experiment a few times.
Yeah.
A lot of experimental things going on. The actual launch itself, experimental. So how would you rate the experiment so far? I mean, is it going well?
Yeah, we would say it's going really well.
Awesome. Really well. It's great to hear.
The main thing is the development side of things. Like just a small example, how we currently use NFTs, or how the market uses NFTs, is like, maybe, let's say in 5 years time, that isn't what NFTs are made for, if that makes sense. It's just not that we're using them for JPEGs at the moment, but it's going to go a different route over the next 5 years for sure. Absolutely, completely different route. And same with Web3, how we use Web3 for Wallet Connect at the moment. Really, I won't explain how it's done, but if you look at gaming in general, like, hackers take millions of dollars a year through games. They're renowned for it, and really there's nothing really that much more secure than Web3 when you're talking about security. It's quite a difficult thing to hack unless your computer gets hacked, or you've given away your secret key. Your wallet is generally much safer than your email address and a password. And there is a way to use Web3 to allow game login, so to speak. So it's these type of concepts which are quite exciting, which we're exploring at the moment. But it's just, yeah, we kind of keep this stuff on the down low at the moment, mainly due to market conditions.
Well, it's awesome. It sounds like you got a great group, around you. The last question I have before I close it out here is, can you just tell us, how big is the team, or what does the team kind of look like? Can you give us a little bit of structure?
So the team, let's say the dev team, originally it consisted of 4 developers, 4 developers and a community mod, so to speak. But since then we've taken on another game developer. He's not part of our Telegram. He just works on the game, so to speak. And from that team, from, let's say, the original 5, we had a community person. We had myself, who kind of deals with, I'm more the face of the chat, and I was more the person who did the live chats, dealt with Twitter, deal more with the questions. And then we have, originally we had 3 actual developers. So these were JavaScript React developers, and they had a little experience. They had a bit of experience, not a little. One of them had a lot of experience with games. and then since then we've taken on another gaming developer who is his sole career has always been developing games. So yeah, so we've grown by one, and then we obviously have Bexton as our chat moderator, who's always great to have around.
Awesome. That's a pretty solid team of just straight up, workhorses who are just trying to get games done. So that's cool that there's no fluff. It's just all devs. And of course, Bexton, I do see you here. So hello, always good to see Bexton in the house. That's really all the questions I had for you, unless somebody else listening has one, but it looks like mainly it's our crew up in here. So, like I said, this has been recorded. We're going to go ahead and get this pinned up just so people can learn a little more about why buy some WenCyberTruck rather than just farm it.
Can also just say if what we like is that if we've had a few questions in our chat before, but literally if there's any questions that anyone wants to ask, we're quite open as a team. So there's anything that people want to ask, or we try and answer things as openly as possible. Obviously, there's certain things that we want to keep quiet about at the moment. But if there's any questions that anyone ever wants to ask, they're more than welcome to jump in, and we'll just try and answer them as honestly as possible and as directly as possible as well. We're not really a team that likes to just throw out a load of false promises and then leave it as that. So there's only so much hype we'll get you.
It's very true. Very well said. And I'll definitely make sure that message is spread as well. I think it's been known that you guys have been pretty available. And I know that you're in there saying hello, all day, every day. So people, should know that you're around. But yeah, definitely appreciate that. Thank you for your time.
No problem, dude. But
yeah, of course. Great to have you. And as you develop and as things heat up at the end of this year, we're going to have you back, like I said, for a round 2 and probably a round 3 with how much life your farm has left in it. But yeah, good for an introductory. So thanks for your time.
Cool. All right, super. Thank you, dude. Have a great afternoon.
You too. Bye-bye. Thanks. Bye-bye. And I see Alessandro did pop in here, the CEO over at JokerCoin.
Hey guys, how are you?
What's happening? Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, mate, perfect. I just had lunch, so everything is okay.
So now you're ready to rock and roll. All right, good. Well, thanks for joining me. It's obviously a smaller group today. We need to adjust the times of day in which we do this. Apparently I'm catching a lot of people in just an off hour. So we will be adjusting the time for future weeks, but this is recorded. So we're on a recorded session right now, and it will be, pinned and broadcast throughout the rest of our Telegram members, as we had discussed, just so we can get the word out about, what you guys are doing and what's going on. So I'm going to kick you off with our first question. And that is, can you tell us about JokerCoin? So give us, the brief rundown, and then tell us what makes you unique and what you guys are doing differently here in this DeFi space.
Yeah, sure. I will try to describe shortly the JokerCoin. Basically we are not the coin focused so much on the fees, or we are not the reward coin and stuff like this. We came to this game, let's say, with the real products and real development studio. This is something which make us different, I believe, because most of BSC coins are only based on the, like on the contract or on some copy-paste Solidity programmer. But we came with the real development company based in Czech Republic. So this is something different because our goal is to develop the, full stack games and implement the JokerCoin as a payment method into them. At the moment, we have already working game Joker Bank. It's a card game, peer-to-peer game, where you are not playing against, some robot or algorithm. You are playing against the real opponents, real players. So it's I can compare it to poker, for example. It's a game based on the fortune, but also on the skill you have. So you are able to play against the real humans and win some money. The problem is that at the moment we don't have implemented the JokerCoin inside the Joker Bank. So this is something we are currently working on, and we are going to bring how to say, like a real deal solution, because our application doesn't work on the website, you know, because it's kind of more massive game. It's not being done on some HTML5 or something like this. It's been programmed in the C++. So the game basically is not able to run on the website because its quality and algorithms are quite huge. So you know, browser cannot run this game. So this is something different about us, because basically most of products on BSC network are being done in the website or in the browser, and you can connect them with the Web3, as you all know. So but those games aren't you know, like you cannot bring high quality in the web browsers. So this is something we want to change, and we are now working on bringing the solution with the payment gate inside the single.exe application. You know, it's kind of hard work and kind of unconventional work, but we have already found the solution, and now we are working on that. So basically, it will, let me explain how it will exactly work, because our vision is that we bring JokerCoin or whatever currency we want to on the BSC blockchain. We will implement the API from the Binance smart chain into our game, which won't be on the website or won't be on the Web3. So you will be able to run our game in the, you know, like on your Windows, on your Android devices and stuff like this, through the, how to say, full working downloaded application, and you will be able to use the JokerCoin there, because this application will be connected straightly to the blockchain. So this is a huge thing. And also we are now working on solution to implement the full payment gate. So once you download, for example, the Joker Bank, and you don't have Joker, there will appear like a payment gate which will offer you to buy Joker directly inside the application for your BNBs. So we will be able to process this transfer inside our application. I don't want to, how to say, to lie, but so far I haven't seen a single solution like that on the whole BSC platform. So this is definitely what is making us unique, and this is something what we are focusing on right now. So this is short description about what we are working on right now. If you can take a look on our chart, that we are now how to say, a little bit under the launch price, but you know, we are not worried about this, because we know what we are working on, and once this solution comes out, I believe we're gonna be the real game changer in the BSC network. There is bigger value than I can see in other projects, because this is real development, and we can, you know, later we can develop, once we done this solution, we can develop whatever game we want and simply connect it to the blockchain. So you know, you can imagine like playing Counter-Strike where you can use the BNBs, or, you know, like World of Warcraft. It doesn't matter what the game it will be. Once this solution is done, we can connect every game simple to the BSC network and to the JokerCoin. So this is something definitely what makes us different, and I believe that once it's live, it's gonna be like you know, banger.
That's awesome. That's a great description. I know you guys have a ton of complexity to your project, and it's really cool that you came to market with you know, already a working game, and I saw it, I played it, and it's, you know, it works excellent. Can't wait to see JokerCoin in there, of course. I know it's a lot of people obviously feel that way, but can you just explain when you guys launched? It was just a few days ago, right?
Yeah, it's I'm not sure, like 9 days from the launch.
9 days from launch. You guys listed on FegX. Are you listed anywhere else besides on the Feg exchange?
No, but yeah, we are basically listed on the PancakeSwap, of course, and
Of course.
So we have 2D axis at the moment. We already had some offers from the C axis, but at this moment it doesn't make sense to us because we need to focus on the real products, and once they are done, we can move forward.
Awesome. I had a question here about your team. So it looked like it was a pretty large team at launch. Can you kind of give us an idea of how many people are on the team or what the team structure kind of looks like?
Yeah, of course. We are kind of big team. So there is, if I'm not counting the mods, there is almost, or I think there is 20 people in the team. 11 people comes from a company, pavelplatil.cz. This is the development company with more than 15 years experiences. Last 3 or 4 years, they are focusing mostly on developing the lottery-based games like slot machines and card games, quite unique card games because they have the, how to say, the license for making the lottery games, because you have to have some generator of fortune, or how to say. So we are licensed and we are focusing like last 3 years for developing this kind of stuff. But we have experiences with also the 3D animations and movies, also making how to say, full working games. Doesn't matter if it's like RPG or something like this. But now we want to focus mostly on the lottery based games and winning games or software. So there's 11 people working on that, and then we have a team focused on the cryptocurrency like itself. There are like 3 people hired from us, which have experiences with developing, the smart contracts and the work around the crypto. Because basically our company, Pavel Platil, isn't or wasn't focused on the cryptocurrency. So we have hired like extra free guys, which is experiences, and they have done many stuff before. And then we have the team around the community or marketing, or like the online world. And there is me, there is Tom, which has already joined here. Then there is Mark, who lives in the Hong Kong, so he has knowledge of the Asian market, and also he is in charge of the Chinese community, where we have so far like 1,400 people from China. And then we have another 1 or 2 guys which are working on the background, so they are not quite visible for the people, but they are working with us. And also we have hired, but this is the like core team, or like the main team. And then we have hired like 10 or 15 extra moderators, so we have full coverage. But we are now in the phase that where we are waiting for releasing our product, and once it's done, I believe it's going to be pretty massive.
That's a huge team, and in crypto that's amazing because you need that base of support, especially as you guys are building and getting everything established. And it's incredible how seriously it sounds like you're taking it. So it sounds like a very professional setup. I don't really have many more follow-up questions for you there. You kind of gave us a huge rundown. Do you have anything you'd like to kind of close with before I tell people about the farm?
Oh, I'm not sure if I understood you well. Maybe Tom did.
Yeah, just anything
hello
else you
there.
want to share.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what's
was-
up, Tom?
Hey man, I was just sitting here listening to you guys talking. He was actually asking if you want to say something like to close the voice chat, like I mean to close the speech about JokerCoin and stuff.
That's right. Yep.
So Tom, can you answer?
Well, I think we are fine because actually I have a question. I joined later, so I'm not sure what's this AMA about. Like, is it recording or
Yes, Tom, we did record. So, just the intro was just kind of explain the token.
All right.
And Alessandro did a great job, obviously, explaining what's going on with you guys just after the launch. We're only 9 days in. So I just wanted to give an open format here for people to come in, listen. And when I pin this in a little bit, just to be able to come back and listen and say, hey, why should I buy some of this JokerCoin? So
I actually think if someone uses his time to actually go through the whole record of the speech, I'm sure they're gonna like JokerCoin, because even though I wasn't here for the whole time, I know that Alessandro can talk very, very well about JokerCoin, and I think the project that JokerCoin is very great and ambitious one. So I believe that if someone's goes like to this phase of the record, he is gonna become a fan of JokerCoin, hopefully.
Absolutely. This is awesome. And, I'll give one little plug here at the end that's going to make most of our farmers a big fan of JokerCoin. Just to let you guys know, this farm did just recently launch with us, and it is a deposit JokerCoin, earn JokerCoin plus bonus gold. And the Joker team, contributed about $55,000 worth of JokerCoin into that farm at the start of it. And it's only a 3-month farm. So, it is one of our top 5 most heavily populated farms in terms of rewards. So please give it a check. Go look at their project. They got a working product. They just need to get that license so it's usable for the JokerCoin, and the sucker's going to fly. That's my little plug on you guys. So appreciate you being here.
The actual I don't want to say like struggle, but the actual thing is that people, I think, have a problem with understanding the real value, especially on the BSC network. So if people don't see like we are doing a huge marketing daily, but instead of this we put the money we raised into development, they feel like we are doing nothing, because they expect us to do every day some huge and super big news. But if you want to focus on the real development and bring the real and valuable stuff, it cannot be done, or it cannot be done like during the night. if it's doable during the night, that everyone will do that. But we have chosen to do things, I believe, differently. We want to focus on the real value which we can bring to the BSC network. So that's it. So at the moment the chart is quite down from the launch price, not really much. I have seen many projects which fought under the launch price and then recovered with the releasing of their products. So in my opinion, we are still doing good. The chart is at the moment maintained, and we are just waiting to blast off with releasing of the products. So that's it. It's important to realize that the JokerCoin movement is not about throwing money away and bringing zero value. We are here to bring the real value, to bring the real new software and the real products. So this is just a start. We need people to be patient and to understand what we are really doing, because I believe once it's live, they will be buying for all-time high. So that's it.
That's great. Thank you so much again for your time. At the Gold Farm here, we look for long-term projects. We're not looking for somebody who's just going to quick flip and do a big pump and dump. So we understand that you guys are here for the long run, not worried about the chart at all. It gives people time to invest, and you gave them a great reason to invest, especially coming over and visiting us too. So we appreciate you for that. And we look forward to catching up with you as you guys develop. As more releases, we're going to have you back again. So we hope to do another one of these maybe a month and a half from now. And we're just going to keep working on hyping them up on our side too, so we get bigger audiences, and again, maybe work on the time of day that we do this. But thank you guys for attending. With that, I'll close it out as well. I don't have any follow-up questions, so if nobody else does, we'll close this down. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And
Yeah,
it sounds like we're good. Yeah.
there is not much people. But what's your average